Okay, express 240 as a product of prime factors. Okay, so what we need to do, of course, is understand this word here means to multiply. Okay, and that's what we need to do with 240, is to get numbers that multiply to give 240. Okay, and these numbers have to be prime numbers. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to write down my prime numbers here first. So 2, 3, 5, 7, 11. Just the first few, that will usually do. Okay, remember now, prime number is prime because it's only got two factors, exactly two factors. 2 is prime because factors of 2 are 1 and 2. Okay, same with 3. Factors of 3 are 1 and 3. Okay, and 5, the only factors are 1 and 5. 4 isn't prime. Okay, I'm not including 4 because if you think about 4, 1 goes into 4, 2 goes into 4, and 4 goes into 4. It's got 3 factors, so it's no good. 1 you might think is prime, but it isn't, because if you think about 1 has only got one factor itself. Okay, and as I said, for it to be prime, it's got to have exactly 2 factors. So what we do is we start off with 240, and we want to split it up, right? So we want to divide 240 into smaller numbers. So we're going to use the bus stop method, but we're going to go upside down. Okay, so with the bus stop method upside down, it looks a bit like that, yeah? And we're going to start with a prime number that goes into 240, and we'll start with 2, that would make sense, and we'll break it down that way. So we'll divide 240 by 2 to start with, and it's just like normal bus stop, but we're working down the page. Okay, so 240 divided by 2, well, 2 goes into 2 once, 2 goes into 4 twice, and 2 goes into 0 times, so 120, isn't it, when you divide by 2? Halving it. Now we've got 120, and we do the same thing again. We're going to break 120 down now, and it makes sense to go with 2 again, because you can halve 120, can't you? And of course the 120 divided by 2 will be 60, yeah? So we've got 60. Now let's break that down. Now in 60, of course 2 will go into that, 2 will go into 6 3 times, into 0 times, so 30. Again, we've got another 2. 2 goes into 30 15 times. Okay, so we divide 2 into 30. 2 goes into 3 once, with 1 left over. 2 into 10 goes 5 times. So 15. Now what goes into 15? Well, 15 is odd, so 2 won't go into it. But 3 from our prime number list, well, 3 goes into 15 5 times, exactly. And then what goes into 5? Well, 5 is actually a prime number, okay, so 5 will go into 5 exactly once. And when we end up with 1 down there, we've finished. So we can write 240 as a product, as I said, multiplying by all of these numbers here. 2 times 2 times 2 times 2 times 3 times 5, okay? And we can leave it like that because it just says express 240 as a product of prime factors. And if it's said in index form, okay, and you have questions like that where they often say in index form, then you need to write these as powers then. So 2 times 2 times 2 times 2 is 2 to the power 4 times 3, a single 3, times 5. Okay, express 750 as a product of prime factors. Let's start off with 750. And again, the bus stop method. What goes into 750? Well, it ends in a 0, so it's even, so 2 goes into it. 2 goes into 7 3 times. That makes 6 as a remainder of 1. 2 goes into 15 7 times, remainder of 1. And 2 goes into 20 5 times. Sorry, 2 goes into 10 5 times. 375. Now let's divide 375. What goes into 375? Well, it ends in a 5. So remember our prime numbers. Okay. 5, yeah, will go into it. Now 5, does it go into 3? No, it doesn't. Carry it. 5 into 37. Well, if we know a 5 times table, it goes into it 7 times. And 7 times 5 is 35, so there's 2 remainder. 5 into 25 goes 5 times. So we've got 75. Again, it ends in a 5, so we can go with 5. 5 into 75, well, 5 into 7 goes once, remainder 2. 5 into 25 goes 5 times, so we've got 15. What goes into 15? Well, 5, yeah, again. 5 goes into 15 3 times exactly. And then what goes into 3? Well, 3 is prime, so we can take the 3 there, yeah? 3 will go into 3 once. And we're left with our prime factors here, okay? So 750 will be 2. Now, it's important to go in order, so I've got a 2 there, and then I'm going to times by 3, and then we got 5s, 3 of them, okay? And as I said, usually they do say in the question in index form, yeah? Okay, so look out for that. Okay, they usually do. So in index form, you then say 2 times 3, but then you got 3 of these, so it'll be 5 to the power 3.